If you've been looking on the drop.com for a pair of relatively cheap open back headphones, you've probably come across a pair like this, the AKG K7XX. A pair like this, the HIFIMAN HE4XX. Or a pair like this, the SENNHEISER HD6XX. Let's compare them! Oh my god! Woo! Guys, I'm Bushwhack18. I stream live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's talk about these three pairs of headphones that all can be found on drop.com for $200 or under. If the open back headphone life is the life for you, then all three of these options are good, relatively cheap options. $200 isn't cheap, but compared to some of the $1,000 models, it's relatively cheap. The three categories we're going to be looking at today are music, movies, and gaming. We're going to rank all three headphones in all three categories and break it down. First category I want to talk about is movies. I've used all three of these headphones to watch multiple movies and really break down the sound quality. And there's two things that I look for in a good pair of headphones for movies. Number one is the sound stage, so you can get that immersive surround sound effect. And the other is bass. So when something crazy happens, it really hammers in that bass. It sounds exciting and awesome. Number three in this category for me is going to be the Sennheisers. The Sennheisers for movies, they're not bad. They're just not a great movie headphone. There's nothing that I can really point out about them that says they're really bad for movies. They're just not great compared to the other two headphones that I have. They just don't stack up quite as well. Coming in second is the HIFIMAN HE4XX. These things are really good for movies because they have a decent soundstage. They're wider than the 6XX in the soundstage, and the bass is really fun on these. So combine those two things and you got a really decent movie headphone here. All right, number one for movies, it's got to be the AKG K7XX. These things are awesome. The soundstage on these things are extremely wide. It gives you that immersive 3D kind of effect of audio. I noticed in movies you can tell that someone's definitely in a different direction when they're talking. Things like that, cars driving by, you can track them with the wide soundstage. All good things. The bass on these is really decent for an open back pair of headphones. And put those things together and these things are going to be awesome for movies. If I'm going to go watch a movie, wear some headphones, this is the pair I'm going to wear. All right, next category is gaming. I am a big time gamer. I love to game. I love to both game casually and I love to game a little bit more competitively. So for both those things, what you have to think about with headphones is going to be soundstage and imaging. Just like movies, a bigger soundstage can give you that better directional sound, particularly with gunshots and where exactly they're located and how far they are from you. Imaging is going to be enemy footsteps. When they're really close, when they're about to run around the corner, you can track the footsteps in real time. You can time that shot really accurately on a pair of headphones that has good imaging. If you've ever had a pair of headphones where you can't quite tell where the footsteps are or how close they are to you, that could be bad imaging on the headphones. So for gaming, coming in third is going to be the HIFIMAN HE4XX. These things have an okay soundstage, okay imaging. They're not great at either. They're fun. They're definitely fun for casual gaming. They're not the best for competitive, but compared to an average gaming headset, the audio quality you're going to get on these is really, really good. It's probably going to be better than most gaming headsets. But then again, most gaming headsets don't cost quite as much money as these bad boys. Number two, the Sennheiser HD6XX. The reason these beat out the HIFIMAN is while the soundstage isn't as wide, the imaging on these things is spectacular. Spectacular. You can pinpoint footsteps, you know, in a close radius around you really well with these. Even better than the number one gaming option. Even better. But the soundstage isn't very wide, so it can be more difficult pinpointing gunshots off in the distance and where they're coming from. But for a game like a CSGO, these things are legit. Okay, number one, AKG K7XX. Super wide soundstage on these, no problem pinpointing gunshots, where they're coming from, how far away they are, and the imaging on these is actually really good. It's almost as good as the Sennheisers. Almost, not quite as specific, but it's just about on the same level. And if you combine that with the wide soundstage, these have to be number one. All right, now for music, this is the most subjective of the three because people like to hear music in different ways. Some headphones are wider, some are more detailed, some are better with vocals, some are better with the background instruments, all that stuff. It depends on what kind of music you're listening to and how you like to hear it. So I'd like to first say that all three of these are spectacular for music. If you like to just sit there, listen to some music, you're not going to go wrong with any of these. They're all going to sound great. If you haven't heard an open back before, these are all going to be an upgrade for you. For me personally, for music, number three has to be the AKGs. So the wide soundstage can be cool with some songs, but I don't quite hear the vocals as detailed as I would like. Number 2 is the HIFIMAN. These things are fun. That planar bass is fun. They definitely have a unique sound compared to the other 2 headphones. Definitely. I'd prefer these for music like EDM or more bass heavy music. That's where these get super fun. Number 1 for music has got to be the Sennheiser HD6XX. These things are amazing. They're legendary. I think where they really stand out is with vocals. If you really like to hear the words, if you like to hear the singer, these things bring those words to the front, separate it from the music. You can clearly hear what they're singing, what they're saying, and it makes really high-pitched voices sound effortless. They're not hard on the ears. It's just, if I had to compare this to something, this is just, you know, these headphones are like listening to music. It's like a walk in the park, you know. They're so chill, so relaxing. They even make the most chaotic songs just sound like just comfortable, easy to listen to. That's the best way I could describe it. But I prefer these the most. But then again, if I'm listening to EDM, I might go HIFIMAN. If I'm listening to some like maybe like arena rock, AKG. Let's go. Guys, if you have any questions about any 3 of these headphones and how they compare to each other in your specific situation, you're more than welcome to come on over to Twitch. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ask me a question there. Leave me a comment in the comments. I can answer there. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave a like, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on.